Hello and welcome to Grounded Health and Wellness. My name is Kate, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about gut health and red light therapy or free red light therapy that we can get from nature outside. So, when I was going through, or I'm still involved with my own healing journey, gut health has always been kind of on the table. I have struggled with my gut health for as long as I can remember. And it's not surprising because at a very young age, if you've been here for some time, then you may know a bit of my journey, but just sharing very quickly. Um, I had suffered some illnesses that required like a long use of steroids and then lead into antibiotics and then birth control and all the things that ultimately wipe out our gut microbes, all those good bugs that we have, thinking of it kind of as the soil in a garden that kind of feeds all of that growth. Mine were basically completely depleted. So it's been an ongoing journey, progress as far as rebuilding that. And one of the things that I was never aware of until I stepped into this circadian biology lens or was educated on it rather. Um, Getting light on your belly actually affects the microbiome, so much so that it can actually change the microbes in your gut by responding to the light through the skin. I've got a study that's linked down below that you can go check that out. If you even want to go deeper into that and just actually play around with the search function in PubMed, there is a ton of research on photomodulation with gut health. It is kind of, I think, going to be, a few years, maybe longer, maybe sooner down the road, as far as giving attention to how important this is for a healthy microbiome. So, when you actually sit back and think about it, I think a lot of us are struggling in the gut health department. A lot of that has to do with environmental toxins, stress, anxiety, the quality of the food that we're intaking, the diversity of the food that we're intaking, the seasons that we're eating food in, all of those things play a factor. But one thing that is probably very consistent across all of us is our bellies don't see the sun. So, unless you're living in a climate where perhaps it is quite warm and you're walking around with your belly exposed to the sunlight, even people that live in areas of the world like that most often have that area of the torso covered up for whatever reason. So it's easy to see how the microbiome gets neglected in that perspective as far as getting light onto the gut. So these microbes in the gut need to know what time of day it is, what season we're in, and all of that depends on how much light it is actually seeing. So yes, I was that kind of crazy person when I first came to learn about this, that when the sun was out and I was going outside to do all of my circadian practices, I was literally lifting up my shirt, sticking my belly kind of out, making sure that it was getting ample sunlight. Because I'm one of those people. Like, if you tell me that this is going to help me, it's a do it subject for me. I have to try it and I want to see the benefits. And I saw the benefits. So I kept doing it. So, so much so that my family actually laughs because I've become this little bit of a sun chaser where when it does get bright outside, I'm kind of, regardless of the time of year, unless it's really, really cold in the middle of winter, but I am running out there and just kind of rolling my shirt up, tucking it in where I can so that my belly is getting that full exposure to sunlight. It sounds crazy, but trust me, once you start exploring this practice, you're going to start to see these shifts in the way that your digestion is more optimized, and even your elimination is going to get a little bit easier. It did for me. And as the studies will all back it as well, this is proven and our bodies require it. So, back ancestrally, if we were looking back at the way we were navigating in nature, we were not wearing clothes and we were not under artificial light. So it does make sense from a biological perspective that this would be beneficial for our bodies. So, one other way around this, if you're thinking, I'm absolutely not doing that, Kate, is crazy talk, you can look into devices for red light therapy. I have one here today that I was going to show you. Just, I am not an affiliate of this company by any means. I just really uh, enjoy, stand behind the use of these products because they are well tested. They've come recommended to me from other practitioners, and yeah, I really stand behind them. So they can be expensive. Like I said, you have a free infrared device outside with the sun. Even when it's cloudy, you're still getting those rays. But again, if that feels a little bit uncomfortable for you and you'd rather utilize things in the privacy of your own home, this Bond Charge mini device is one that I really, really love. I think I paid around 300 Canadian for it. But the thing that's nice about it, when we're talking about artificial devices to support our health, we always want to be mindful of non-native EMF. So things that, carry a charge and being pulled in from dirty electricity and the like in our homes. This one in particular is just charged by a USB. So there is no active EMF running from it. So it's safe to put it directly onto your skin. I have another standalone red light therapy device that does plug into a wall, and I make sure that I have enough distance between me and that device as per the directions with the manufacturer's guide. But this one is great because you can literally put it right on the skin. And we use this more than any painkiller in our house because red light has the ability to take down inflammation. It repairs collagen. It's honestly fabulous. If my kids have any aches and pains, we're popping this thing on. Both my children are involved in competitive athletics, and whenever they have an injury or something, we're using the red light device, and it's wonderful. It works great. So with gut health, it has both the near infrared, so the NIR and the infrared. So I make sure that I turn both of those on and the device will just run. So you have to set your own timer. But I always do a 20-minute session. You do have to experiment with yourself to see if you have any reactions to these devices. I always suggest start low and go slow. But for me, 20 minutes out the gate has always been fine. So I pop these on. When you turn the near infrared light, you're probably not going to be able to see, well, maybe a little bit on the video, and then the red will get quite bright. And I literally just take this device and I pop it right on the belly. I tuck it my pants over top of it so that it's on the bare skin and it's being held up kind of by my pants and my shirt. And I can walk around the house, do whatever I need to do. Or if I'm sitting down watching TV, it's just sitting on my abdomen, doing its thing. And I usually set the timer for about 20 minutes and voila, we are done. That is also, I didn't realize that it was helpful until indirectly I was using it for my gut health and noticed that my menstrual discomfort was also going away when I was utilizing this in and around the same time. So I guess because it was in the same area and zone, and that red or the benefits of that red light were penetrating through the skin, it was actually helping with any form of pain and discomfort that I was having around menstruation. So it was a double plus. Um, in the warmer months in the summer where I live in Canada, I'm mostly just outside and again, allowing my belly out as much as possible. So if I'm going for a walk, sometimes just throw on a little tank top or a sports bra. And, we kind of have to get out of this um, paradigm around shame and our bodies, and regardless of what that looks like. Um, I'm more focused on health in general, away from what the aesthetic component to that is. It's more important to me that I feel vibrant, I have energy to be present with my family, and I'm caring less about my belly being out in the sun because I know all the benefits that it is bringing for my health. So I really hope that that can resonate for you. And again, it may take some time. Maybe you're just hanging out in your backyard and experimenting with that for a little bit first until you get more comfortable in more kind of public settings. But once you start doing that for longer durations of time and your belly starts to see that sunlight, it's going to get online with the correct microbes, aligning with the season that we're in, the time of day that we're in, and you'll start to reset that circadian clock from the gut level, and from the inside out, everything starts to get so much better. So I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please reach out anytime. I also do have a self-paced online course called Love Your Guts. The link is down below in the show notes, and you can check that out. It's a beautiful course that's integrated with yoga practices specific to help gut health, along with Ayurvedic practices and circadian biology knowledge. So you can integrate all of this to really help any gut issues that you may be having. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video so this can reach more people and you will get notified when a new video comes. So have a great day and I'll see you next time.